You can make the argument that outside all those guys in South Beach, there hasn't been any basketball player in the public eye as much as you have been over this past year. Making this commitment to Duke, though, how does it finally feel with all that pressure, all the spotlight that was on you?
It feels good, just to be here and know that my hard work's kind of paid off, and I still got tons of things to do in my career, so it's just kind of a starting point. Take
us through your verbal commitment. How did this all go down, and what were the factors that went into play?
Well, basically, I talked to my family about, what's right for me, and, every school presented a great opportunity for me. North Carolina, Duke, Kansas, and Florida, all those schools, took a lot of their time to, come recruit me, but it came down to what was right for me and where I think I would succeed, and, I personally believe that, I think Duke's the right place for me, and I feel like I can really fit into that offense there and succeed.
As far as the schedule, there wasn't a lot of chatter that an announcement from Austin Rivers was in the works. Was this something that came out of the blue? How did you get to this point when you decided, right now, this is the time for me to make that verbal commitment?
Yeah, it kind of just came out of nowhere. I was going to take my visits and, take my time to think, but I knew where I wanted to go. I went with my gut feeling, and I really truly believe Duke's the right place for me. I loved, Duke University, and I just felt like I needed to let the world know that this is where I'm going to be. That way I can just concentrate on, getting better.
I would imagine you put the phone call in to Coach Mike Krzyzewski and let him know you were going to Duke. If that was the case, what was that conversation like?
Yeah, I called Coach Collins first, actually, because, I was talking to him a little bit before, so I called him and just let him know that this is where I want to be at, and this is where I want to, start my career, if you will. And, we had a good talk, and, he was really happy. And then I talked to Coach K a little bit later, and, we've had some good talks. And, now, they're happy and ready for me to come, so I'm excited to be a part of the program.
What have they stressed to you as far as what is expected from you from now until you arrive on the campus in Durham and once you're there and part of this freshman class for the Blue Devils?
They see me as a leader and someone who can come in and affect the program right away. Of course, you have to earn it like you should. And, I'm going to come in and do my best to be a leader. They see me as a guy that can score, but not only score, just be a playmaker and help the program win. And I'm just going to come in and learn a lot from the coaches and basically just try to become a leader and try to get the team to win.
Well, it's very interesting to go out on the AAU scene to see all you guys playing so tight-knit with each other in the summer circuit. I know you're out there, you've had communication with some of those other available prospects at this point. So what's the wish list for Austin Rivers like right now as far as who are you recruiting to come play with you at Duke?
As of right now, no one. I'm just getting into Duke. I just committed recently, so first I got to take a step back and just take a breath real quick, and then, soon, we'll get some players to come with me there, and we're going to be ready. I promise you, my freshman year, we'll be ready. We're going to be a hell of a team to, play against. So everything's in the works.
Well, Austin, you talk about getting ready, and that brings us to your dad, Doc, who's getting ready for the NBA season with the Boston Celtics. What were the conversations like with him, and what kind of back and forth did you have with your dad that led up to this commitment to Duke?
We had a good talk. We talked about 30, 40 minutes before I talked to Coach Collins, and he basically, supported me. He's always had my back, and he always will. And, I basically told my feelings for Duke University, and, he backed me up and he asked me questions, asking me, what do I feel, am I positive, and do you think I can fit in the offense? And, I said yes to all of his questions. I really feel like this is the perfect fit for me, and I believe I can help Duke and they can help me. So that we had a good conversation.
And I know you get a lot of attention because of your father and that relationship and his ties in the basketball world, but I know there's a support system that goes beyond that. Who are the other people that were really influential in your life to lead you up to this point, Austin Rivers on his way to Duke?
There's a lot of influential people in my life as far as my mom goes and my whole family. My mom, my dad, my little brother, my older brother, my sister, my whole family has always been in my back, always had my back. And my AAU coach, Theory and Joseph, and my high school coach, they've always had my back and they've always been there for me, especially my AAU coach. He's dedicated his life, and without him, I wouldn't be here right now. I can tell you that right now. So without those guys, I wouldn't be here, and I can always thank them.
We still got little brother to look for as well. Maybe he's going to Duke years down the road as well. Austin, thank you so much for making that trip to Orlando and joining us here on Recruiting Insider. And again, congratulations on that verbal commitment to Duke.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.